What's up, everybody? John here with Motivation Theory. I'm going to forego all of the opening things that I normally do. I just want to be transparent. I want to talk to you guys about something that has been on my mind. Recently, I just did a 50K last Friday, solo 50K. I decided the night before that I was going to do it, and I didn't tell anyone, didn't tell anybody on social media, didn't tell all of you out there, for the simple fact is I wanted to make it extremely hard on myself. I didn't realize how hard it was going to be. It was a miserable day, sloppy, cold, 26 degrees. I had a horrible night's sleep, ate a terrible dinner that you would have before going out in a race or even a long training run. And I made it as miserable as possible. It sucked from getting up to getting it done the entire time. Probably one of the worst times I've had in running. And it was kind of what I was hoping to do because I've been thinking a lot about how I talk on my channel, and I'm very positive, I'm very driven, I'm very supportive, and truly and honestly happy to have this community, to help people, and hope that there's a spark that comes from this channel that helps somebody get out of a bad situation of being overweight or out of shape and trying to obtain their goals, because I've been there many times myself. What I don't talk a lot about, most people know that watch this channel know that this year was a comeback year for me, but they don't know my entire history. I've never talked completely about it. I've battled weight gain pretty much my entire adult life. I was an athlete growing up, and before that, I come from a broken home. My mom went through 3 divorces when I was growing up. I had love growing up, but it was a very stressful, dysfunctional moving from my mom to my dad, and just being separated from my siblings. And it gave me a lot of anxiety. It gave me a lot of insecurity. It gave me a lot of issues and things that I had to carry along with me into adulthood. It still does today, even though that I was a successful athlete growing up, popular kid, had friends. I never ever felt confident. I was always insecure, never felt like I was good enough. And that has driven me. It has been something that's kind of fueled and driven me my entire life into my career, where I've done very well, but I'm never satisfied. I think it's a good and bad thing. Like, there's never a point in my life where I feel like happy with where I'm at. I am always striving for more and not being satisfied. Because there's really basically 2 Johns. There's the John who's happy and content with comfort and eating and doing things the easy way, not wanting to really drive and push yourself for anything more. And there's the John that is the one who runs the ultra marathons. He's the John that pushes and does the hard things it takes to advance myself in my career. He's the John that has helped develop that mental callus that I've had to my entire life from having to grow up too early. And, that's the John that has helped me succeed in life, constantly battling this other John who has basically derailed everything I've ever wanted to do in life. He's always been the one who's derailed, running. So when I fell out of running years ago, a couple years ago, and had this long break in ultras, I was really driven at work, and I was pushing. There was so much stress, and there was so much. And the thing that I have battled with is balancing life between those 2 Johns, because one John is fine. It's fine to find comfort and relaxing and enjoying where you are in life and enjoying the finer things. And then that other really driven person who wants to do the hard things, who wants to do things others won't. I've always struggled with that balance. Like, I'm either one or the other. It's very hard for me to balance that. And I've never really talked about that too much on this channel. And I talk about really valuing transparency. And I really want to talk about this because I know a lot of you out there probably can relate to struggling like that, to struggle with things that have happened in your life, balancing that mental part, that thing inside of your head that tells you can't do enough, everything that's ever been said to you, everything that's ever been done to you, that makes you insecure, that makes you feel like you can't do something. What I've been able to do is kind of use that and channel it and create this kind of rage motivation that drives me to do things. So that mental voice in me, that internal voice when I'm finishing an ultra or when I've lost weight, and again, this weight loss up and down has been happening since I was 21, 22 years old. It's been up and down, up and down, up and down because I've constantly battled with it. Sometimes I feel like I love ultras because it makes me feel closer to that more destructive, more coming closer to that pain I felt growing up, and beating it and feeling like, see, I can beat it. I am strong enough. And there's a part of me that finds that wishes that I could just be content, like what normal people maybe feel content. And again, I don't know what normal is. I don't know if everyone feels this stuff or if, if I'm alone in that. But I like to think that most people feel this stuff. They feel, they drag around this baggage of your life, of your childhood, and that, we all struggle with it. And, I'm 44 years old. I'm a father of 5. I've been married for 20 years, and I love my family more than anything, and they've always come first. Always come first. And that is a direct result of the way that I was raised and what happened in my life. They mean the world to me, and therefore they're going to reap the benefits of the values that were instilled in me and in the things that I wanted and wished I had. They get to reap the benefits of that. And I will be forever grateful. I wouldn't change my life for anything. But when it comes to ultras and it battling just the two Johns that are in my head that I'm constantly struggling with, I talk about loving running. I love being out in the woods. I love enjoying getting out there, but just like everyone else, I don't love running. I don't want to get up early in the morning. So this internal voice in my head is a constant battle. Like, I wish I could play it for you all, of the voice, the argument that goes on in my head from the time my alarm goes off at 5:30, and the battle that goes back and forth. Who's going to win? Am I going to do what I need to do today, or am I not going to do? Am I going to actually do it? So basically, that internal voice is going on, and I'm just doing one more step, getting my clothes on, getting my shoes on, grabbing something to eat, going to the bathroom, opening the door to get out of my run. And that is something I do every single time. And what I want all of you to understand is that, if you're feeling that, you're not alone. Most people feel this. They feel the struggle. They feel the anxiety and stress and all of the things that are in our lives that keep us, and all the crap that we drag around that makes us feel like we're not good enough, makes us feel like we can't do things. We all have that. We all struggle with that. And I do too. So this 50K run was something, it was kind of a way of putting myself through extreme pain and anguish, not prepared, to kind of test myself again. I didn't tell anyone because I didn't want to be able to lean on having told everyone out here and on my channel, or feeling like, well, I better do this, because a lot of times I do. I mean, I use you all as an accountability partner. You all are extremely important to me in that fashion, not only in our relationship, kind of learning and loving hearing the stories from all of you and the successes you've had and any inspirations you've kind of distilled from this channel. It means the world to me. But I also get that out by telling you all my plans, my struggles. And when I'm out there and it's struggling, there's part of me that really finds a lot of motivation in knowing that I've told someone what I'm doing. And if I fail, I'm failing in front of 7,000 people. And that gives me the pressure to do what I need to do. But this particular instance, I knew that I needed to do something that didn't allow me to prepare for it. I was putting myself out in a horrible situation with no one to know. I had every out. I could have went out there, ran for an hour. I could have not gotten up at all. I could have known that it was cold and just been like, you know what, I'm going to choose a better day. Because I had done that. I had a 50K before that I chose another day. And to me, that felt like kind of a failure. I chose another day because the day that I had picked originally was a rainy day, and I gave up, and I chose another day and had a great running day. So this one, I was not going to allow myself an out. I was not going to allow myself to get out of a hard day just because I could. So those of you who are struggling out there, understand you're not alone. I know some of us choose to put our stories out there. I choose to put mine out there and to have this kind of serious talk to help you all know that you're not alone, because I know it's hard. I know the stresses and everything that's going on in the world, all the BS that we carry around from our entire lives, we carry that stuff. And I don't like people feeling like for some reason they're alone. For some reason, this person you see online just has a little bit more. They're more talented. They're more motivated. They have a lot more than you do, and we don't. I'm not an elite. I have some talents in many different areas. My talents was in sprinting, so my running career has zero help when it comes to running long distance. If not, it hinders me. I am not a natural endurance distance runner, but I do it because I love it. I do it because it helps challenge me. It makes me feel alive. And I feel a success and a pride in myself when I finish these things that I can't explain to somebody. And I wish that feeling could be on everyone. I wish everyone can feel what it's like to do something you literally do not want to do. I mean, really, really hard. Not just, getting up and brushing your teeth or something. I'm talking about getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get your butt out of bed, to go out when it's 26 degrees, horrible conditions. Nobody knows you're out there. You're alone, and you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle for the next 7 to 8 hours. And do it. The pain, the struggle, and just kind of take all of that, say you're not going to beat me, and then you finish it. The feeling when you're done is amazing. I did that on Friday. I wasn't really happy with the result. I felt like I failed. Anytime I have kind of a mental failure where I end up having to do something that I don't want to do, like if I'm hurt and I end up having to walk, to me, I take that to heart and I feel like I've failed. So then, Sunday, I ran 9 miles to push myself. And you know what? I didn't have any pain. I ran 9 miles and I was fine. I took it easy because I didn't want to injure myself. So this tells me that in the moment, I chose weakness over being strong. I finished it, and I'm not trying to make light of that because I know a lot of people are like, well, you finished it. Don't be so hard on yourself. Well, I am, because I expect more of myself. I expect that I'm better than that I don't have any kind of weakness, that I can just power through things and know that mental toughness needs to be there, and I need to be able to tap into it and finish things. So I did that yesterday, and I ran again today. I ran 5 today, 9 last night. I ran a 50K a couple days ago. And to me, I have a lot of goals that I want to accomplish. There's a lot of things I want to do in my life, up into 100 milers, and there's just things I want to do, and I need to get myself tougher. I need to get my body tougher. I need to get my mind tougher. But I want you to know, again, this is why I have this channel. I want you all to know that you're not alone. There's a lot of you out there in the same exact situation. You're struggling. You want to accomplish this thing. You need to find that person in you that can help you with that self-talk. Channel all of that stuff. Channel all of the nonsense that has happened in your life, and use that as fuel. When I lost weight originally, back when I was in my early mid-20s, a lot of people made comments because I was such a great athlete and I had gained weight. There was a lot of comments about how John got fat, how John got out of shape, and I use that as fuel. And every single time I've kind of tapped into that. I've tapped into that feeling, that insecurity, the things that have happened, the bad things in my life, the things that have been said to me. And I've tapped into that, and I've used that as fuel to complete the things that I want to do in life. And again, it's that controlled rage and using that rage as fuel to complete the things you want to do in life. Everyone has to find that. Again, there's a lot of people who are just phenomenal athletes that can kind of tackle all this stuff, and I'm happy for it. I'm really happy that people can have the physical ability to do the things like in ultras and things like that, and not tap into that. But I don't think that's the case when it comes to ultras. I think there's a lot of people out there who do these things, who put themselves through this pain, who've dealt with a lot of pain in life, a lot of pain, a lot more pain than I've ever had. A lot more pain than most of us have, and they use that as fuel, and That's what I love about the ultra running community. There is so many people out there that have gone through so much, and they're such strong people, and it amazes me. This community amazes me because of that. It takes a lot, and only people who've been there, only people who know what it feels like to be broken out there, dealing with the demons, dealing with the true raw person you are, because you can't lie to yourself. The person you see in the mirror, you can't lie to that person. You know you. You know the work you put in. You know the things you can do. You know the things you can't do. You're only battling yourself out there. And anybody who's been through an ultra knows that low point. They know the pain caves. They know the demons that come up and what they say to you and what it takes to battle through that. That's kind of where I am. That's what fuels me. I just want to know, I want everyone to know out there that, while we talk about the stuff like it's sexy to finish an ultra, and it's so, as long as you put in the work, it's okay. But there's a whole nother side to all this. And I want you to know you're not alone out there. There are many of us out there who are willing to talk about it, to open the door, let you in, let you see our struggles, our battles. And again, I've always talked about transparency. I want you all to find comfort and maybe a little inspiration that there is somebody who's out there, being completely honest with you about their struggles. Again, I'm a married father of 5. I'm 44 years old. I'm not getting any younger. And to me right now, it's only beginning. I've been through the first part of my running career, and now this is the second part. It's going to be better. It's going to be better. I have so many goals and things I want to tackle, and it's only going to get better from here. That old John, that lazy John that loves comfort and food. Well, we both love food. I think both Johns love food. We get a little lighthearted here. I'm not going to let that other John take over again. I've let it happen too much, and I'm done with that. I'm done with failing. I'm done with giving in to comfort. Because again, that comfort is a slow death, and I don't want to give in to comfort. And I hope you all feel the same way. I'm with you. I truly, truly, truly am happy when I see you guys leave your stories in the comments. It does mean a lot to me. And you all know, you see me answer every comment, every question on my channel. It's because I truly do care. I really do care. And I hope you all are looking forward to 2021. We're going to kill it in 2021. I hope you set your goals, and I hope you're with me on this, and we're going to tackle and we're going to complete all of them in 2021, and we're going to do it together. So if you want to do that, you can join us on Strava. Again, look, Motivation Theory Run Club on Strava. Join us there. A great group of people. And if you want to kind of see what I've been through this year in my comeback, you can click that playlist right there and get caught up, and know that I truly care about all of you and your struggles, and you're in a safe space here. This is not an elitist channel. We're an honest channel, and we're all going through a lot of stuff and battling, all kinds of things to do the things we want to accomplish the goals we want to do before we die. We're with you. Join us, and go ahead and click here. I'll see you in the next video.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.